Hey guys, today we're going to be doing an Innovation TV install at a site that's using Dresser Wayne Ovation dispensers with a Verifone System Commander POS. So the first step we're going to do in this installation is locate our current wires coming from underground, which on the FCI, which is the Verifone fuel controller, it's going to be this board down here with the green connectors, where this Gilbarco site would be identical to the top board. So we have 4 current loop channels. We're going to go ahead and isolate those out and run those to our Wayne Connect, which is down here. And just a note on the Wayne Connect, there are 2 different models. This one is the 0003 model. It only supports 1 channel communication. The 0001 model supports multiple channel communication. So what we're going to be doing is, on these white connectors here, we're going to be taking our cat wires coming from the dispensers and directly into these white connectors, and then we're going to be returning on the black connector with just 1 channel. So we'll go ahead and do that and move on to the next step. Okay, so I've got my twisted pair run from the connect box to the FCI. The top black connector is going to be our return from the connect back to the FCI. These bottom white plugs are going to be wire nutted directly to our cat cables coming in from the dispensers. So over here in the FCI, I've run these cables down and I've marked the cable that is for the return. The return cable is going to go in this top connector here, and then we're simply going to wire nut each of these current loop pairs to the other twisted pairs, and this portion will be complete. So I'll go ahead and do that and move on to the next step. Okay, so now we have all of our current loops coming from the dispensers wire nutted into our twisted pair that I've got going to the connect, also called the 485 or the IP 485. And from the IP 485 or connect, we come back to just the first loop on the current board, and that is all of our cat communication coming in on 1 channel. Again, if this was a IP 485 that ended in a 0001 part number, we could use multiple channels, but on this particular unit we can only use the top channel. Also, just to note, on this current loop board, if you have the board orientated so that the power connector is at the top of the board, then on these connectors it's going to go positive to negative. So positive, negative, positive, negative. Really easy way to figure out when you're removing the current wires from the dispensers which one is positive and which is negative. So the next step we're going to do is install the gateway. So I will do that and pick back up here in a minute. Okay, so we've got our gateway installed. Don't be confused if you open the box and you see that it says Wayne Fusion. This is actually a gateway. If it was actually a Fusion, then these grib slots here would actually be occupied with grib boards and grib connectors. Wayne just uses the Fusion frame, or chassis I guess, to house the gateways. So the way to connect this is your power connector right here. Just plug that in, goes down to a power brick, plug that into your power source, and then you can power the unit on up here. You can see there's the power button, and we have 2 lights. We have a green light indicating power, and we have an amber light indicating the gribs are on and active. That's what we want to see. So at this point, we are ready to connect this to the internet. So what we're basically going to be doing is running a Cat5 cable from a connector here. There's also a Cat5 port down here on the connect box. Both of those are going to be going to a pre-configured D-Link router shipped by Wayne and connecting to the site's ISP. Once that's done, we're going to contact the Wayne bridge and let them know we're ready to push media, answer some questions about the site configuration, like how many dispensers and filling positions, what brand POS, what type of gateway we're using, what type of IP 485 we're using, so on and so on. Once done with that, Dresser Wayne will push media files to the gateway and then out to the dispensers. So we'll get that connected to the internet. We'll get Dresser Wayne a call and see if we can get the Innovation TV working out on these dispensers. Okay, so the gateway is installed and the D-Link is installed and connected to the ISP or the internet. Just a quick note that I forgot to mention earlier, on the gateway, your Cat5 connection is going to go from the gateway to LAN 1 on the D-Link. Your connect is going to go from the Cat5 connection on the
IP485 to LAN 2 on the D-Link, and then WAN 1 on the D-Link is going to go to the site's ISP. So with all that connected, everything run and cleaned up, I'm going to give Dresser Wayne a call and have them configure the dispensers for the IOTV.
Okay, so Wayne's done pushing the media, and we now have the IOTV showing up at all of our pumps. Right now it's just the small cab file, just an introductory loop of videos, but usually within the first 24 hours they'll push the full cab file, and then the video loop will go to 5 to 7 minutes. And that's it. That's the complete Wayne Ovation TV install. Thanks for watching.